Alright, welcome back. So we're just gonna continue where we left off from the last cycle, which is cycle 3 in the operator class. So, Citizen Sleeper. It's pretty good so far. I really like the sound design. The art style is nice. It's pretty good. Okay. I got no dice, so gotta end the cycle. Someone is out there tracking you, following your trail. It won't be long before they arrive. Yeah. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up. Let's turn. Fang is coming down the corridor towards you. A wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do, do I know you? He grins. You do now. He put his hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. You're staying in that thing. He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks down at the passage. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlen said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Oh, looks like Fortnite updated. Christ. Uh, Erlen? You pass together into the main walkway. No one has told you about Erlen. He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name. Haven should organize some seminars. He laughs. Not really my department, though. I'm with the systems. Haven't? Think of us as an administrative association for the eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerge as a response to or a continuation of Andre Erlen's original union. He smiles. Personally, I avoid the topic. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I've been seeing some unusual network activity and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glances around. But this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then when you are settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. But what they say about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. Oh, what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Fang, a Haven systems engineer. Okay. Well, let's go to the scrapyard. I'm almost. See, I got one more to complete the back in business. Uh, yeah, we'll just do this. I think it'll be the safest outcome. Nice, yep. The salvage is brutal work, but you take no small sense of satisfaction from the ordered piles and clear yard as you leave. Sorry. From the ordered piles and clear yard you leave behind. Okay. Okay, so this is the guy that helped me out and I helped him out, I think. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape. Suspended below the dome, they flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart from some violent encounter. She's beautiful, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it's lowered into the yard. Uh, what is it? Drago's laugh. That, my friend, is grade A scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. Mm. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern. He shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know. I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. I'm gonna give him that voice. Yeah, that sounds right. The drones start to crawl around the Hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching you wonder if you arrive in a similar fashion, locked inside the container, the wreck of the Essen Art freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was it the container delivered to Dragos on its own? A womb of your rebirth into this strange station. You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I don't think we are up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winter Light. Let's do it. He claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make our start. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Well, I got an upgrade point. You've completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access character menu, press R1. Ooh. We'll do a pro agent nodes, give double data rewards. I still gotta figure out how to do the agent nodes. Let's do. I can't decide. We'll do this. This seems good because I want to do this other one. This one. Ah! So, Annika has a couple of glitch repair drones in storage. If you can rewire them, they can repair the ambergris for you. Okay, so let's do this. It takes time, skill, and some scavenging to get the twin drones working, but you manage it. They can take the repairs from here. Cool. Okay, that's not open. Nope. Nope. I think he's got one more cycle. We'll go to the food stall, bro. Oh, sick. I'm gonna get even more dice on my next turn. Nice. Okay, let's go. Oh, why is he nervous? I'm there now. Okay, let's see. Let's see these. Data actions allow you to strike data networks from the eye. They work like dice actions or alchemy and match must shoot data. Oh, okay. Okay. Nope, can't do that. Nope. Nice. Okay. A lone connection key feeds into this isolated node. The last access timestamp is 1,000 cycles ago. There was something. Cool. Well, we need to get more encrypted keys. Okay. Well, let's go rest. So far, so good. Making some good plays. Not cool. Fang. Sorry, you wanted me to go see him. Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the Havenge building, leaning against the bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come this way. Security, all that. Gives you a look. You know. He slams a button, and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates, and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack, which beeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block, speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original Station 81, the Solium built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we've never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality, but this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can't you? I can see it. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you are on the run, though. No, it isn't. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help you with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in the Havage, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into the old bad days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that track of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'm in. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Solium cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to put out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me wherever you can. Start by bringing me wherever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisition budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the button door again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper. And I'll see you soon. You step, blinking back out into the passage, those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Cool. Well, let's see if I can buy some stabilizer from the dock. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes. In the dark of the corridor, he nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with the case open in front of him. A set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how yet again. They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test case. That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by eliminating your entire immune system. Instead, it recodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepting by your immune system. They glance away. At least, if the stabilizer was genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Okay, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. Oh my god, my throat's sore. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzling, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yatagan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you are going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods toward the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you have been out. Sabine, nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that? You manage to get to your feet and wander out the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Oh my god, I'm 100% stable. Amazing. Okay, let's get some more grub. It's alright. So far, scaff rate. Buy some scrap. Okay. Let's keep looking. Not too sure where to go. Alright, let's just try the nodes here. I have one, why can't I slot it? Okay, let's look for a different one. Nice, I can input into this one. With a squawk of noise, the old gate flips open, granting access. Did I not grab it? As you drift back from the note, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste? The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown. Astringent processing. Resist. Oh, you struggle against the thread and it tightens in response. A glittering grout. Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. It is strange. Head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, even though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity, identify. Origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Sleeper SNR. Unknown, known. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head, thick, snarling, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Let's get the hell out of here. Run. You kick off and glide through the cloud, the threads surging after like predatory tentacles. They follow, wrapping the space around you until you are held within a web, a tangle of tentacles closing in. Stop. Hunter halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegals. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once. Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste, the one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock? An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Strike. You lash out with all your force, not a physical strike, but a focusing, a spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Wake up. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station, light, shaking with fear. Oh shit. Just encountered the hunter. Let's see if he'll take. Nope. I have another key for this though. Mysterious machine. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and the rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Look around. You don't know when this place was sealed, but from the state of the outer doors high above, it must have been decades ago. In this dark cavernous space, debris sits in every corner, along with the traces of rough sleepers. Although none of it seems recent, looking past this layer of decay, you see the now faded messages, symbols, and logos of the Eye's original corporate owners still glinting in the shadows. Among all this, the warm glow of the machine seems to be the only sign of life. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet. It is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular runnings of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovend, and you remember an advert from long ago, squeezing among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which capillary sang the name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration. Chirps of pre-recorded messages, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirling. At first it sounds like servo motor starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emerges from Neovend. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath, before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that it is 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine's resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to release that warning, whirling voice. You are in danger. Are you the vending machine? A squeal closes visual from its seclusion. Please listen. The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Who? The Hunter Protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you a target. How? Hunter searches for illegal entities. Neoven screeches. You are sentient, therefore illegal. The servos judder, the vending machines casting as they reset. Hunter searches for me, also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter, Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The lights flicker. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveled arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in a deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data must build nests, explains Neovend. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nest. Masters. Station builders. Solium. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long gone, their protocols still haunt. Bring offerings, save self, Neoven says, pointedly. Mutual needs means friend. They conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirling amplifies and then suddenly drops as the mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirling voice ringing in your ears. Oof, okay, so... Wow, okay, so I gotta earn money. Okay, so let's go here. Let's try and fix some stuff. With Annika's help, you systematically isolate, remove, and repair and reseal the hull plates. Amber looks better and better by the hour. No, I don't have that point, so I don't think I'll do that. We'll try the shipyard. I never went to the shipyard yet. Alright, we'll try this out. You observe the shipbuilders and try to make yourself useful. Carrying tools and crates, you begin to notice how they work. So I just gotta go to this guy's place for work. Back to the container. Yes, I have extra dice. Okay, so let's look. Right here. And I just used that last one. God damn it. Alright. I fear I just wasted that. Hold on, might be able to salvage it if I use this. Nice. Cool. This was the one I was supposed to do. I messed it up again. Oh, not cool, man. Not cool. Let's work at the scrapyard. Whoa. A 100? Oh my god. Alright. So I gotta work. Sleeper, Empress calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet oil. I see you. Cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause, the spices rich in your nostrils, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Emphas. You look at Emphas, the listener, and imagined he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story, something with spice. Tell him about your dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Emphas, had dreams. Some were simple memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. But in your dreams, those gray, skeletal after images of system and structures of threads and patterns weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares, they were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. You lean back. You learned back then to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps you reason it is just some side effect or particular to quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Emphasis finished cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you and you realize that he is trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Emphas passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. You eat, he talks. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the empty market, but my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer, so I'll make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind the stall. Those are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think. A couple cycles ago, they said that across the gap in the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard this? No, neither had I. But I trust the one who told me. Emphas begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I'll prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. Agreed. Good, booms Emphas. Then I'll wait for you to bring them. Emphas slides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market. The rich taste of Emphas's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food. You think a trade that seems more fair. Mushroom hunt day. Should be interesting. This one's safe. I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully it's neutral. Hopefully. Damn. It's impossible to understand anything with the ship being salvaged as you look. Dragos gives you a disappointing look. Okay, we'll look for another note. If I can find one, I'll do one. If not, then I'm not gonna worry about it. That actually worked well. Alright, I think we end the turn here and I'll be back next time. So, that was fun. I really like that. Alrighty, well thanks. Till next time.